Good morning from downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today is Monday, April 22nd, 2024. We are at Public Square checking out the construction that is going on. Specifically, the construction going on at Public Square is involving the removal of the old barriers and construction to repair concrete and install the future bollards, so you can get a little bit of an up-close shot here. You can see the entryway. This is some of the concrete that was dug up, and this is where part of the Raptor style retractable bollards are going to be installed, so I'm sure that's why they are doing groundwork on this portion. I don't know how far into the ground they need to dig for those retractable bollards, but I'm trying to get a glimpse here. I mean, I see over there's like a concrete thing with like a metal rod in it. It almost looks like that could be something that is where one of the bollards are. But what it's supposed to be is, normally they would be flat so buses could pass by it, but if an event's going on, it would be retractable, meaning it can go up like this and serve as a bollard to prevent like a big vehicle from coming through and trying to do damage to traffic. So you can see that work going on there. Let me grab a quick picture of that. You also have, of course, outside of the Public Square, construction continuing on the Sherwin-Williams headquarters building, which is expected to be completed in the year 2025, late 2025. This project here specifically began the day after the solar eclipse and Guardians home opener, so that happened on April 8th, but the fencing and construction project began on April 9th, and that was specifically designed that way because they knew all the visitors were going to be in downtown Cleveland for that event and didn't want to, disrupt the big crowds. I did a video on that showing the crowds that were in downtown Cleveland at the time. Beautiful day here, by the way. It's only morning, so it's 40 degrees, but the sun is, anytime the sun's out, it makes everything look nicer. So this is another good shot to see. This is where part of the crosswalks were. You can see it's not necessary to dig up all this stuff because that's not where they're installing the bollards. The bollards, I believe, are mainly going to be installed where I think it's just where the crosswalk's going to be. So it's potentially, you could have them, like several bollards installed here on both sides of the street. Although maybe they will install them all throughout here as well. Like, it could be where it's at the crosswalk and in portions of the street level. Maybe especially where you see they've dug the groove. I know construction projects, sometimes they take forever. Like, it feels like Hotel Cleveland, which was rebranded, and that way they had like scaffolding up for what seemed like a couple of years, and that's finally gone because that construction project's done. But fortunately, this one shouldn't be too long. It's expected to be completed in late June or early July. And another interesting fact or dialogue discussion for the future of Public Square that I read about was from an article on the Cleveland Signal website, because it says Public Square may be getting a new landlord. The Group Plan Commission, which is a nonprofit, they managed the renovation of Public Square back when it was completed in the year 2016, and they're also still in charge of managing this construction project going on right now. But it says, behind the scenes, civic leaders and downtown groups have been maneuvering to take control of the square's future and activities, which include things like concerts, rallies, holiday celebrations, and events. And the article goes on to say Downtown Cleveland Incorporated, which I still thought was called Downtown Cleveland Alliance, but I guess they rebranded last year. But Downtown Cleveland Incorporated, that's a nonprofit that promotes downtown and has been doing a lot of events throughout downtown Cleveland on certain days of the week, and you really see them in, doing an active presence on social media promoting those events the past couple of years. But it says they're expected to become the new manager of Public Square after this current work is complete. So that's something to look forward to. In the future, you might see a different spin on possible events. So you can see, going around the square, traffic is, well, cars always have to go around the square, but buses, while this project's going on, are going around the square. You do have a car pulling in right now. That's a construction work. Just in case there's one of these other vehicles is construction related, I'm gonna wait a second, although you do have the crosswalk going. So normally, like, the 22 bus would go through this intersection, because this is buses only. But presently, buses are going around the square. Why do you have the gate open here? I guess I can take a picture from this perspective too. I assume this is like a little housing site for the construction workers over here. Probably a temporary thing related to this project. You do also have some spring flowers blooming in Public Square. It's always nice to see the pink and white flowers. Trying to remember if this sign has been there. I feel like it probably has, but I just don't remember seeing one of those Public Square Civic Center signs here. I'll have to check the blueprint. I'm pretty sure they released some blueprints or mock-up of the design. I'll have to see. Yeah, because those grooves over there would seem to be maybe a hair too. I don't know. I'm trying to envision, because there's 2 lanes for the buses. Part of the reason they were supposed to be doing the construction was because those old barriers, which were kind of like this, although the thicker ones we saw at the beginning, they had been on the ground for so long and moved around several times, so it had supposedly damaged the concrete, although, normal wear and tear. It's been, like, let's see, what was that, 2016 when they were installed? So it's been happening for 8 years, so that's understandable that there would be some wear and tear. But yeah, that will do it for our little preview around downtown Public Square. Hopefully we'll do an update video when they finish this project. But if you enjoyed this video, sorry, the sun is right in my eye. Let me try to walk in the shade here for a second. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button. subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time.